Welcome back, cowboys and cowgirls, to another episode of What the FUD. We got Mr. FUD, we got Jack, we got Mr. Sarcasm, and our special guest, kmoney.
How's it going, y'all? Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. To our listeners, I hope you've heard of him. You've probably heard of him. You've probably seen him on Twitter. And he's gracious enough to join us today to help us out with some FUD. I guess he can talk about a topic that's been on everyone's mind this week called The Other Side. I don't know if anyone else has heard of it, but I'm mentally exhausted.
Oh man. Well, first of all, thanks for having me. It was it was a no-brainer once you guys sent in the offer. I'm sure my agent will be in contact with you guys. But what's the other side? I was just trying to send one Dogecoin on Uniswap and I paid 5 ETH in gas. What's the other side? Can you guys tell me about it?
No, that sounds about right. That sounds like normal Ethereum.
Yeah. I guess so. The other side, I think, is a land play in the metaverse, because we know that metaverses are totally real and not going to zero. So this is a land built by Yuga Labs, which owns Bored Ape Club, Mutant Ape Club. I believe they purchased CryptoPunks also. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with Yuga Labs, but they might be doing something pretty big in the space. And something they did pretty big in the space was pretty much screw up gas for about 3 hours on a Saturday night.
It went from a probably nothing to taking down the entire Ethereum network.
Ty Lopez is so jealous that they actually pulled off breaking the blockchain. Yeah, it was a crazy drop, because it's like, you have like 100,000 supply and then people still couldn't get it. like that just like clearly something went wrong.
I think more than something.
I tweeted at them earlier. Yeah, more than something. I tweeted at them earlier because they put out that post early in the week about how Dutch auctions are bullshit, and they called out Dutch auctions, right? So it's like, wait a minute, you're calling out Dutch auctions, but you over allocated your mint. It's like, come on now, what are you doing here?
And they essentially did a Dutch auction, but instead of the price of the mint, it was how much you just wanted to spend on gas.
Yeah. They did a gas Dutch auction or regular auction.
Reverse, reverse Dutch auction, where the price goes up. Totally new and innovative in the space. It's on the Meta Lambos roadmap. I invented that one, actually.
You must speed up your gas.
I think your roadmap for Meta Lambos might be front running my entire life's roadmap, but yeah, a reverse Dutch auction, for you that don't know, is the price just keeps going up, and it's a beautiful thing in a capitalistic world. Yeah, my favorite part about the other side, though, and like why I think it was just so smart for everyone to spend $10,000 just to burn it in gas, was I really like their white paper that they released. Like, what a great white paper and like roadmap for the other side. I'm so glad we all know exactly what's going on, and we're all spending 4 to 8 ETH currently for land we have no idea what the hell it's gonna do.
I thought you were serious about the roadmap at first, and I was like, I'll be completely honest, I did not read the fucking roadmap. Like, I have no clue, bro.
Did anybody? Well, Jack is our resident lore guy. So Jack buys NFT projects solely based on lore, because that's what drives demand. So he would know about the lore of the other side.
Still scanning Twitter for it. I actually went straight to Twitter when you said that to see if that was true, and then halfway through I realized you're being sarcastic. So another day, another disappointing lore.
You got us all.
Yeah, for everyone who didn't catch the sarcasm, there is absolutely no information on what the land is gonna do. They mentioned it's a game. Okay, what do you do in the game? How do you play it? What are the game modes? What's the mechanics of the game? What's the purpose of the game? What's the story? None of us know. And I don't know about you, but like, I don't remember the last video game I bought, like especially for $20,000, where I didn't know what it does.
I think the point of the game is to just keep burning ETH. You just keep doing all the transactions, and it's a big gas war every day. And whoever burns the most ETH wins the game.
I'm waiting for them to come out with a roadmap, and they're gonna be like staking.
Bro, plot twist.
Breeding.
It's just fucking
Merch.
It's just Minecraft. Like they're just like, yeah, it's just a Minecraft mod. Like you could play Minecraft for like $25, but you paid us 25 grand.
Kodas are actually just Minecraft skins.
What I am hoping to see is
Kodas-
like I would love it for like the lands that don't have anything, for those to actually be like the most valuable ones, and then like I want to see codas leave the land. Like I just want to see them like a father who doesn't want to be there for his kids and just go to the store for milk and just never come back.
Kodas are just deadbeat dads.
Like, oh, you just paid 30 ETH for this dude? Yeah, well, he's off. He's getting milk.
The coda is a virus that drains your wallet. It steals your seed phrase.
Dude, he's not getting milk. He's just staking.
Yeah. 90-day lock staking for the coda.
He's off building.
I would love for the codas to go and like start building on like the land that has nothing, and like those end up being the most valuable ones. Like I just like. I'm not gonna hold, like I'm not gonna give them too much shit. Well, I mean, like I guess we should, because like they're worth $4 billion, so they should deserve to get some criticism. But yeah, I don't see like why it would be a good move for you to have your community and your investors and like just people who want to support you just spend like 4 to 30 ETH on land, like with like resources that they don't even know what the resources do. Like people, like I've seen people spend like 10 ETH on a land that had a garbage piece of land that had like an ancient artifact. Maybe that's not like maybe the artifact does nothing. Maybe it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, and there's those idiots that are spending like.
So should we tell them
that are spending 150 ETH?
Yeah. Should we tell them?
Do we break it to him? We should give him the backstory
Do
first.
we tell him
of how we acquired our land?
Please tell me.
So we didn't KYC our wallet. Like I remember when that came up, and I was like, "Oh, nice, Yuga Labs IRS collab." No, and so it comes to then then when you realize what the wallets do, and everyone's scrambling to buy these wallets, and so our friend, we're in Nifty Nuggets, and there was this 14-year-old Malaysian kid in there who had a KYC'd wallet but didn't have the ETH to mint. So anyways, then we kind of debated like, oh, can we trust this kid, whatever. And Frozen, the owner, was like, yeah, no, he's pretty trustworthy and all that stuff. So then we all Piss Apes all pooled our ETH, and we sent 25 grand to a 14-year-old Malaysian kid. And we're like, hey man, can you just like mint this for us and like definitely send it back and don't scam us, please. And I gotta say, like the integrity of this kid was like unmatched, where he didn't even ask for like anything on top of that. He was just gonna do it for free, which like obviously we tipped him, but so he mints the lands, he sends them back to us, and then the next day after it sells out is reveal, and then we're like, oh yo, we got a coda, heck yeah. And they're like what, a 30th floor or something like that. And then we look more into it and we find out more, and we're like, oh no, we got a mega coda, like 100 out of the whole collection, like top 0.1%.
Like 0.01%, yeah.
Yeah, no, 100, yeah, whatever, a 100 out of 100,000. So essentially for the next 2 days, we did nothing except become metaverse land appraisers, and pretty much just sat for like, I don't know, 48 hours straight debating on like what a fair market value is. And we came to the figure that
an undisclosed amount of ETH
is probably correct. And yeah, we sold it.
You guys end up selling it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Wow. So,
that didn't sound
Oh, he's gonna FUD us.
He's like, why did you sell it?
good.
well, no, I mean,
he's been in the metaverse appraising business for 2 years.
Well, yeah. So my background actually is I went to like the School of Institute of Metaverse and Economical Design. I already said design twice. Appraisal. And that land was actually worth 151 ETH. So you guys are clown emojis.
Not gonna make it.
I have some questions though.
Paper
with this.
hands.
So
We're gonna be punished.
Here comes Yuga.
are you guys comfortable telling me how much he tipped the 14-year-old Malaysian kid?
Yeah, we give him a couple ETH.
Okay, all right, cool. I just want to make sure you guys aren't in Malaysia, like, just adding to the child labor kind of going on there. But I think that's a good move.
I mean, if you think
Yeah.
about it, so here's the thing: is like, yeah, for the entire value that it sold is like not a whole lot, but if you think about like what 2 ETH is worth in Malaysia, and also if you were 14 years old, I mean, I think that's pretty good for clicking a few buttons.
Dude, he is gonna have all of the Fortnite skins, every single one of them, every single one of them.
He can afford the Coda skins in about a couple of months when they're worth about half an ETH.
Dude, I'm glad you guys sold
When
a
the
mega
roadmap
Coda,
comes out, right?
Because a mega Coda is just really a mega deadbeat dad. So I think you guys dodged a bullet there.
You can stake it for twice as long.
We were debating. We're like, okay, so these are currently worth like, what is that? 5 times more than the regular Codas, and like 3 million times more than the floor. And we're like, so Yuga Labs will probably announce something that will pump the price eventually of, probably Codas and definitely the floor lands. But it's like, we're like, what are they going to announce that's going to make, like, how could mega Codas be like 150 times better than everything else? There's no
Right.
way.
Yeah.
Or better than a Bored Ape, right?
Right.
Yeah, like they're not going to be better than a Bored Ape. They're not going to be better than rare Bored Apes, things like that. So, I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but I think we did the right thing and just like get in, get out, just like any other ruggy NFT project that goes to zero, right? Flip it and get out.
I can't wait to grab this audio bite, this like 60-minute or 60-second audio bite, like a year from now when the mega Coda floor is like 500 ETH.
I have no doubt.
Oh,
I
like
have
Buck
no
tweeted
doubt
out.
Yeah.
it's gonna be 1,000 ETH like in a year, like zero doubt. But I mean, in the short term, like get the bag, King. But
I mean, like they say, like a bird in the hand is worth 2 birds
realistically, it's
not
hard.
in the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard because
I've
there were
never
so
heard
many
that
people
saying.
involved. And
I don't think I've heard that one either.
No, that like a bird in the hand is worth 2 birds not in the hand.
Why am I holding a bird in my hand? Birds shouldn't be in people's hands. They should
Because
be
you paid
flying.
150 ETH for it.
what?
Okay, a coda not in your hand is worth a coda in a year in your hands. I think that's how it goes.
A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
No.
What does that even mean?
Okay, well, like I said, they're not in your hands. Bird in the hand is worth. Or wait, yeah.
So if I put the Coda in the bush, it'll be worth twice as much.
Well, if it's a if it's a metaverse bush, but I don't
It's a
think
mega Coda.
our plot didn't have a bush on it, so that's why we had to paper hand it.
I'm not gonna lie. This bird talk is just turning into a bird in. So
But
Oh, the dumb ching. K-Money with the puns. Yeah, man.
go flock yourself. Okay, sorry.
Bro, I'm drinking coffee out of this mug right now. It's a flamingo mug, and on the back it says 0 flocks given.
Nice.
Oh, you guys are psychics. So, K-Money, I did want to ask you, though, about you being a psychic, because you had that Twitter post video of the other side launch, like, minutes within the sellout. So it's like, I think you had inside info of what was going to happen.
Yeah, so I was speaking with my buddy Yuga and my other friend Labs, and they told me everything that they were gonna do. No, but in all honesty, like I was just like watching it because I ended up I got 4 pieces of land with some friends, and as soon as we got it, we're like, oh, like this is so sick, even though we just spent $20,000 in total in gas for both of these wallets, like this is cool. And then like I go into Twitter outside of like my echo chamber of everything's great, and I see what's really going on, and I don't know, like within like I just kind of like realized, like, okay, like I gotta do something. So I just started writing as quickly as I could. It was like 10 at night. I like wrote, filmed, edited, and then just put it out there. I was shaking. I was like literally like just shit, like I was like manic trying to like edit it in time.
It's like it writes itself, right? You never have a lack of content because this space is so amazingly like stupid.
Yeah. Like I had like this is like the easiest job any comedian has ever. Just don't front run me again.
Yeah. Wait till we start putting out K-Money. We're not even. We're just gonna use K-Money's face and make our own videos. We're not going to shoot our own stuff.
Right.
If I ever
Yeah.
end up like minting
Yeah.
one of my videos, you guys will just be posting them and monetizing them.
Yeah. We've
That's right.
already front run him on that one.
And we'll put them on Polygon. We'll use the scam collection a link on Polygon. We'll have the Polygon version of Kmoney's videos minted.
Dude, I feel bad for Polygon that what an efficient like blockchain where like they like really help speed up like transactions and like lower gas fees, and like what did they get out of that? Scam NFTs. Like, what a bad transaction.
In your hidden folder, right? Airdrops in your hidden folder.
It's like IMX, but worse.
Worse. Well, don't go that far. Worse than IMX.
Had
Yikes.
grandmas.
Well, Polygon's not the future. IMX is, so arguably worse.
The Q5 future, right? Q5 of the roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
Q5.
When it takes a
2027.
different turn,
When it goes, the roadmap goes in a different
a
direction.
different direction.
So
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite. When you ask a founder how come they didn't do any of their stuff on the roadmap, and they say we just went in a different direction.
Yeah,
the direction
they're like
was
our
the money went
GPS was actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. You go
Oh, I
ahead.
was
Come on.
saying, they went in different. The ETH went in a different direction called Tornado Cash, and that's about it. And that's how that ends.
Oh man, good old Tornado Cash. You know, like nothing like a really positive, like naturally occurring phenomenon that people love to witness. And Cash, just like a great blend of the two.
What could possibly go wrong, right? What kind of branding? The branding sells itself.
Yeah, I can't wait for Epidemic Protocol. That's gonna be the next bullish project to exist in this space.
I'm gonna front run you on that one. That's I wrote that one down.
you already have
Can that
the
be a
ENS
Meta
ready to go.
And added to
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
putting it in right now.
Meta
and
Lambo's collab
minted.
partner.
Yeah.
that. And sold.
There we
Listen.
go.
By the way, guys, I hate to break it to you, but you guys didn't create the roadmap for Meta Lambos. I think Pixelmon did that. So
Whoa.
No.
Well, you don't know
Unless,
that.
are you Cyber?
Actually, our roadmap. No, our roadmap is the pieces of everyone's. It's the first community-driven roadmap.
We just we
it's
borrowed
community-owned.
we borrowed the best parts from everyone's roadmap. So yes, I did borrow a few things, not steal, from Cyber because he's just such a brilliant businessman. I mean, he made like $75 million. So I just took like every great founder in the space and just took notes from them, and that's where Meta Lambos spawned.
Which is why we have such a
congratulations, by the way,
strong
guys. I heard you guys have Cyber on the next podcast, so I just want to go ahead and say congrats to you on locking that in.
Oh yeah, that's definitely happening.
Do you remember when actually he was supposed to be on a Twitter space? I think it was with Deep End or it was with Shroom Tank, and then at the last minute he had a phone call because that's when he was going to work out refunding the $75 million and couldn't show up on the Twitter space.
Yeah, and that was the last time. I think that was the last day too. He was on Twitter. Like that was the last time
Well,
anyone ever heard from him.
So I'll be honest, I know what's going on with Cyber. He's actually still on that phone call. He's still trying to figure it out. So he's running up his minutes right now, but he is on the phone. Don't worry.
Good.
He's building.
He's going to refund everyone in coins and nickels, right? That's how they're counting out the nickels and dimes.
Someone's got to make. We got to make the next. It's like Tornado Cash, but more efficient, and it's just called Cyber Cash. Boom. Next $75 million idea.
Add it to the
The
roadmap.
ENS name cybercash.eth.
Buy it.
I actually have a good idea. What if we invented like a Tornado Cash competitor? So, but obviously we're a lot more honest. So we're just directly marketing to scammers, and then instead of it actually working how it's supposed to work, we just end up taking their money from them.
Yo.
And then we could make a treasury with that and then give it back to people somehow.
It's like
So we don't
Robinhood.
get
I like that, like Robinhood. Yeah. Not the trading app that also takes your money, like the actual Fable.
Shit, someone's
No,
already
actually,
had that idea.
Yeah, shit. They're actually they've already been running with that idea really well.
Who?
Robinhood.
Robinhood.
I mean Robinhood.
I thought you were talking about
Robinhood,
that-
who got everyone wrecked on Dogecoin last year. That Robinhood.
Yeah,
That's the
right.
one.
Didn't they stop allowing people to like sell it? Like they just blocked it from being sold.
Yeah, they
No,
blocked
that was the
AMC from being
GameStops.
bought. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could only you
Yeah.
could only sell AMC. So I wonder if that's gonna make the price go
Oh.
up or down. I don't know.
Yeah. That was the GameStop AMC stop run where I forgot his name. The guy that bought the Mets. Dave Cohen, I think his name's Dave Cohen. His mutual fund or something lost some crazy amount of money, so they put the kibosh on Robinhood trading. Like people could only buy and sell like one share at a time or something crazy like that.
That has to be
So
illegal.
not manipulation at all, right?
Well, no, it's actually not illegal because they're rich. If you were to do it, it would be illegal because you're poor.
Things are only
Yeah.
illegal depending on your bank account, really.
Exactly.
I mean,
That
look
is
at
true, that is
OJ.
true. He went there. I don't think Buck and Jack know who OJ are.
Oh,
I don't
hell
think they're that
no.
old enough.
Well, no, I mean, isn't he the guest on your next podcast? That's what I heard.
After
Him and
Cyber.
Cyber.
He's-
Okay, sorry.
He'll reveal if he actually did it or not.
Tune in
Breaking
next
news.
time.
Right. Tune in next time. 30-year reveal. It's like the imaginary one's reveal. 30 years later.
I'm dead.
I,
They're just finishing up the artwork.
I love how one of our friends was so bullish on that, and I'm like, bro, it's a 2-week reveal. Like, what do you think is gonna happen to the floor in that time? And then like the Dutch auction was like half of floor or something like that, and he's just like, yeah, it's gonna pump, like it's gonna moon.
Yeah, I love the Imaginary Ones team. They're so good. Like especially Gavin Mayo from NFT Factory LA. I love his work in Squiggles. He's just such a good entrepreneur and really a good mind. Really good mind for you to surround yourself with.
Well, Squiggles. So Squiggles, their Genesis. That's like putting on your resume. I worked at Squiggles. It's like, imagine getting hired from like I'm going back again. Probably older than Buck and Jack. That's like saying I was running Enron, and then went to apply for another company, right? Yeah, right over your
I
heads.
actually
Yeah.
think the
Whatever that
CEO of
means.
Enron. Yeah, I think the CEO of Enron is actually an advisor for Squiggles.
It could be. That's the natural progression.
Obviously.
Yeah,
so,
man.
so,
that,
so
that Squiggle
what
stuff,
other
I-
rugs? What other rugs are you guys looking forward to that are coming out?
Oh boy, Black Paris.
Oh,
Oh my god, yeah.
yeah.
I
Should we
hate
touch on
we've
that
been
now?
waiting-
We're gonna tease that for next week.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
I guess we could give some like what do you call it, like foreboding or whatever.
To
It's funny
Black
because I
Paris,
feel like we've
yeah.
talked about Black Paris like the last 3 weeks because like it's like are they ever gonna launch? I don't know.
When
Right, because we're
rug.
waiting for them to launch. I guess we could talk about. I guess we could get into Tripsters.
Yeah.
I don't know, kmoney. I don't know if you want to give us some more of your time or you have to go, but we could get into Tripsters.
Well,
I guess. 'Cause that-
I don't know anything about them, so I have time to learn about them right now.
Well, get
Okay.
ready. Get your
So-
notepad out.
All
All
right,
right,
no
so
pad is out.
I got to give you a quick back. Yeah, I'll give you the quick backstory though about Tripsters and me personally, because it'll lead into it. So it was after the whole shenanigans of Saturday night minting the other side, right? I'm like mentally exhausted, physically exhausted. Gwei was just at 8,000 for 3 hours. And I'm like, oh shit, Tripsters is minting tomorrow. And people in Deep End and people in WagMe have been asking me about my opinion on Tripsters. So I put together like a half-heartedly written thing about it. And no sooner did I press enter that someone in Deep End is like drawing at me saying, how could I just FUD the biggest project launching this week? Right? And I did one of those blinky face memes, right? Like the guy with the blinky face, like did I miss that? Like, did this guy not know about the other side that just minted for the past 3 hours? Right? But no fault to him because I do like the people in deep end. They come there to learn, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm exhausted. Maybe I'm missing something. I go into the Tripster server, and what do I see? 5 ETH iron floor. We're gonna make it. This is the best project ever. We're all gonna win a Bored Ape, and it's just like the typical slow rug project. So the premise behind Tripsters is their minting strategy was they bought 4 Bored Apes and we're gonna raffle them off to winners. And then the roadmap is that you get a Tripster and they airdrop you like a trippy mushroom. And then it's like if you own a blue chip project, like you get to merge it. Kind of like and make a new NFT. Kind of like when the crypto bats did the biting thing that made the floor go from like 2 ETH all the way down to like 0.2. So, that successful.
Stellar play.
That successful. Yeah. That successful utility that was being copied. Long story short, they also had some crazy convoluted minting structure that I can't even explain right now. Long story short, it didn't make it. In the panic of that night, I minted a Tripster and then forgot that I minted it, and I did not win a Bored Ape. So, yeah, full transparency.
Did they give out the Bored Apes already?
Yeah, we'll get to this.
Yeah. Jack, you want to tell them about the first one?
Yeah, well, the first one was hilarious because I don't know if I think they just tracked who's the person that minted the Bored Ape was, or minted the Bored Ape. They put the entry for the person that minted the Tripster, and regardless, they didn't check whether or not they were holding it still, I believe. And so they did the raffle, whatever, and then they announced the winner. But then when they checked, the person wasn't actually, or do you remember who it was, Pro? It was either like,
I think that they had bought it off the floor. You were supposed to
they
be
sold
an
it.
original minter, and then the person had they either sold it or the person that was holding it had bought it off the floor and not minted.
Yeah, so the person that's what it was. The person that was announced the winner had actually just bought it off the floor. And so they had to retract the winner and was like, oh, never mind, you didn't actually win this Bored Ape, and rerun the raffle.
So they rugged someone from a Bored Ape.
Yeah, dude. Imagine thinking your life just like right there. You're like, I can quit my job. And it's like, oh, actually.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that
So
sounds
then
like
they
a good, healthy marketing plan right there.
Yeah. So there were supposed to be different phases. They raffled off the apes in phases. They paused the mint. They stopped. Then there was a problem with the contract. Then they went to public mint. Then they lowered the price. Then they changed the price. There was, in my opinion, again, not WGMI's opinion, there was clear market manipulation after like the first phase because people were minting it and the floor was at like 0.25 or 0.3. Within 10 minutes, that floor shot up to like 0.80, right? Now, I've heard some chatter around other servers that there's been like coordinated sweep attacks on some projects that do backdoor deals for whitelist bots. And I personally believe that's what happened with that Tripsters because it was like it's a straight line up to 0.80 floor and then just straight line down back to like 0.25. So it's like,
well, I mean,
it just did.
I mean, Steve Aoki was involved, so I think that it reversed once he bought at 0.8 for his Bored Ape.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the guy told me in Gen Chat. How could I fund the project? Steve Aoki. And who was it? Who else was it?
Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
Tom
No,
Brady.
not.
Dude,
Steve Aoki and Tom Brady were involved, so why was I funding the project?
that was like the video that I sent of the Kanye where he's like, I love Gaga, but what the fuck does Gaga know about cameras? It's like, what the fuck does Tom Brady know about NFTs?
I love that the two biggest NFT traders in the space, Tom Brady and Steve Aoki. What could go wrong?
I get all of my trading advice from Tom Brady.
After he taught me how to deflate footballs, I thought it's only right.
What does he
like he
deflate more,
deflated the
footballs or
floor.
the floor price?
Ooh. Oh man.
Yeah, so that was Tripsters. I'm still holding my Tripster. Actually, at time of recording, I might be a Bored Ape winner. I didn't even check. So I could go check now and then I'm going to leave the podcast. So if you don't hear from me, It was nice knowing you.
I'm just
I
gonna.
really hope you win the Bored Ape, and then they're just like, oh wait, you know what? Like this guy he can't win it, and then they just make up some excuse. I would love that.
Yeah, that's how they punish the FUD.
We heard
They're
you
gonna hear
fudding
the
us in Gen
podcast and
Chat.
retract it. Yeah.
Punish the paper
Yeah,
hands. I'm gonna add that to the Meta Lambos roadmap of Meta Lambos can bite blue chip NFTs, because I'm sure that everyone that purchases Meta Lambos will be blue chip holders. And no Ozzy
Of course.
Osbourne.
No.
I think you should also add to the roadmap to like reward, do a raffle for a Bored Ape and never end up giving it to someone. Always find a reason to send it back. You know.
You have to
It's like
mint.
send this.
Go ahead.
But you have to mint it, and then you have to hold it, and then like when you provide proof, the third letter of your name has to be an F, and then once you satisfy that credential, you need like a 685 credit score, no more, no less, and then it'll just be like a 9-step verification process for you to actually get the Bored Ape.
A negative blood type.
Yeah.
No, dude, we need the O.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Just thank you for letting me know that. I'm gonna go sweep the floor right now. If my boy Steve Aoki is sweeping, you know it's a good buy.
Yeah. You'll definitely win a Bored Ape, just like everyone in Gen Chat.
Or wag me, dude, wag me.
Wag me. Remember to hydrate.
The community was very strong.
That's hilarious. Well, dude, I had a lot of fun being here. I actually got a jet right now, but yeah, thanks for the financial advice. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, not a problem.
Yeah,
bro.
man. Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, we appreciate your time, man, and keep it up. You're changing the space, and I think you're building. So I'm happy to see what actual building you build.
Just keep building.
I hope to see what I'm building someday too. Until then, I'm gonna go play with my Legos. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
All right, bro. Catch you
All
later.
right, take care, man.
Take
Later.
it easy, man.
All right, everybody. That's thanks again to kmoney for helping us out, and just adding some comedy, because we try to do comedy, but I think he really does comedy. So that was a fun time to have him on the show.
He's a
Oh,
verified
yeah.
comedian.
Yeah, I feel like we just got ratioed on our own podcast.
We're gonna have to step it up for next week. That's okay. I'm
Have to-
funnier
Are we
than
gonna get
Cyber.
canceled?
Yeah, I think so.
What does he do? Comedy for a living or something?
No. Sells ENS names.
Man.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
now
yeah.
a good
I
time
guess
to
we can go
announce
into
our
the.
FUD, or our beef with K Money.
Oh, now that he left, we could talk about it.
Yeah. Well,
So,
we
K
have
Money-
found out, yeah.
Oh, K-Money tweeted at Buck the other day that he owns whatthefud.eth, and he's holding it hostage for us for a crazy amount of Ethereum.
For
that
exactly
we can't afford to pay.
exactly.
An undisclosed amount of ETH.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I
Not
was gonna
sure where
say
he
it
got
was-
that number from.
It was listed at 5 ETH until he found out that yes, we were in fact holders of a mega coda, and then he just got greedy. Fake
That's
friends.
okay.
Can't trust
That's okay.
anybody.
Yeah.
What ENS did you buy, Mr. FUD?
So in retaliation, I purchased in the middle of the gas war, because I had to full send it, of course. It was K-Money loves the FUD, or K-Money wants the FUD. I actually don't even remember. But that's something to do with K-Money and wanting me, pretty much. And hopefully that'll persuade him to make a nice little trade.
I think that
Either that, or I'm going to have to spend all my money on ENS names until I get the right one.
I think we list K Money wants the FUD at 150 Ethereum, and then when someone buys that from us, we'll have enough to buy whatthefud.eth.
That's right.
We'll just price.
Yeah, I
his
guess
one
we can
ETH
talk
over.
about the ENS craze, right? Like, yeah, so people are buying numbers. Like, NFT space is awesome. Definitely not a rug and definitely sustainable, right?
Good long-term hold.
Long-term hold. Buy some numbers on the internet.
But not just any numbers. It has to be like 3 numbers. Or
Well,
4
what-
numbers.
Well, no.
was
Now,
the-
did you see? Oh, now did you see that five number ENS names are being sold probably sold out soon, if not already sold out, because that's the next demand. Because I think it took a while for the NFT space to realize that 5 comes after 4. But yeah, we're really on top of it this week.
Yeah,
think
here's some hot spicy alpha. Make sure you guys scoop some 7-digit ENS. I'm hearing next week. I'm expecting a big pump.
Everyone's gonna be scooping their own phone numbers. Let's go ahead and scoop
Yeah.
Kmoney's phone number, 150 ETH.
When's it going to get to the point where people are stupid enough to get their own social security number as a .eth name and then wonder how they get scammed?
And tweet it out.
I'm gonna get my seed phrase as a .eth. Tomato
Just
boat
make-
yesterday. It's just like super long, like 300 characters.
Well, it's like, it's the obvious stuff, right? Like, I guess we go back to the other side and the KYC wallets. The people that were buying KYC wallets and sharing the seed phrase, and then they mint and get wiped out. It's like, God, you're just asking for it at this point, right?
Natural selection, you know? Like, they weren't meant to be in the NFT space anyways at that point.
To kind of play devil's advocate on like the the other side of the argument, but like, you know how Ethereum works. You know it was over allocated. You know what a gas war is. Like, you can't tell me that you had enough ETH to buy a land but didn't know anything about trading and didn't know how gas works and didn't know it would be a gas war and all that stuff. So it's like, going into it, it's like people are all complaining, and like, you know that your transaction can fail too if you don't put enough gas. So it's like, going into that, like, they're like a lot of NFT trading is like these major degenerate risks. So going in, getting wrecked, then being like, it's like the dude putting the spoke in his bicycles, and it's like, tries to mint during a gas war without presetting gas. Yuga Labs rugged me.
Yeah. And to all the people
Why would Yuga Labs do this?
and to all the people that tried buying KYC wallets and got scammed, next time, instead of doing that, be a little smarter and send a 14-year-old Malaysian child $25,000. Be a little smarter with your youth, please.
Yeah, God.
But not, that's your public service announcement from this podcast. I'd
Financial
really be
advice.
surprised if really be surprised if we have an episode 5 after this one.
This one.
We're bound to get canceled any one of these days.
Lawsuit, IRS. It's like, what's that? The IRS.
IRS enters the chat.
Yeah, little Discord noise, bling.
Yeah, but to everyone, I guess, like, to all the traders this week and people, like, this week was just dominated pretty much by the other side. Some people say it was a debacle. Some people don't. Obviously, people like us don't think it was. People are gonna fall very far on either side of the line depending on how well they did. But it's just, you just got to, as new traders, you just got to be careful. And like Buck was saying, like, so I actually disagree with Buck on this one, because it was almost as if this was advertised by, this is Yuga Labs, don't worry about it, they take care of everybody. So yes, like, advanced traders knew that was bullshit. Like, no, there's going to be an insane gas war. But I think that the way that it was advertised was like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, all peaches and cream, gas is going to be like $10 and everyone's going to be happy. And that's obviously not what happened.
Well, they did tweet that.
We didn't spend that much more than $10 on gas, did we?
No, I think 11.92. But Yuga Labs did say that they were going to refund everyone's gas fees. I think they're on the phone with Cyber right now about how to do that. So, whenever Cyber helps them, because like, obviously he knows a lot about refunds, so I'm sure he'll pass that info along.
Yeah, it'll make people love the NFT space, right? It was when you had people not even knowing what's going on with NFTs, probably trying to trade coins. Like, I heard people were trying to just like move money around from off their exchanges into their bank accounts, and they were just failing for 3 hours. And it's like, this is the future of technology. Like, this is what we could do. It's just,
but Coda.
Mega Coda.
Oh yeah, Codas.
But
Mega Codas and Codas.
Super
yeah.
Mega Coda.
3 days ago, I didn't even know what a coda was, and then 48 hours, all I was saying to everybody was, I got a Mega Coda.
That's what I was telling Pro earlier. Like, man, if I hear the word coda one more time, I'm going to lose my shit.
That's why we had to paper
It's all
hand
over
it.
Twitter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was literally
Jack was going to lose it.
I was having nightmares about my coda. Go to sleep, coda. Wake up,
Coda.
coda.
When Coda.
One coda.
Yeah, man, but that's like it's a hard thing too. I know we've been joking around too, but really don't do what we did. I mean, as a newbie trader, please don't do what we did. It was really, really advanced and risky, and even the logistics of it. Like, I know there were a lot of people making big groups, and big groups leads to fighting and things like that. So if you're gonna do something crazy like this, like do your research first and make sure you're going with people you trust. So.
Yeah.
That's my non-comedic take on this, like, so because we joke around here and stuff, but I always want you guys to be safe and not get wrecked. That's the whole point of this.
Do as we
Yeah.
say,
Yeah,
not
so-
as we do, because we do a lot of
Yeah.
degenerate shit.
I was gonna say that was by far the most probably degen thing I think we've done. And like we said at the beginning, when we sent the money, you know, it was like an understanding that we will probably never see this money again. And so, you know, if you're not,
Oh yeah, because I made the list. I was like, okay, here's the list. I made the list in our little group text, and I was like, I didn't write down like, okay, who's gonna come in and play with us. I specifically wrote, this is the list of the people who want to lose their ETH. Write your name down right now.
yeah,
Like, I couldn't make it any more clear that like there was a chance that we were gonna lose it all.
Yeah.
And degen us. That's what we did. So
Are we gonna make it?
yeah, like.
and I would also like to add,
Well-
we got luckier than lucky. I honestly think I have a better chance of going outside and getting struck by lightning. Like this is not like a repeatable thing.
We have
Yeah.
a better chance of cyber refunding our money than we
Yeah.
did of minting that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well now Yuga Labs, yeah. You will get your
Yeah.
refund for your Yuga Labs mint before that happens again.
Unless the roadmap takes a different direction.
Yeah, well at this point it can go any direction because there is no roadmap.
Oh, that's true. They left it very abstract for us.
Yeah.
Anyways, this coming week should be fun. We got PXN coming up. I'm not sure how to feel about that with like the 2 ETH fair Dutch auction where it's like it's like under they like give you the impression that it's like, oh, you'll be refunded some money, which they're not guaranteeing that, to be fair. But it's like, bro, it's gonna sell out at 2 ETH. Like, you might as well just say mint price 2 ETH.
Right.
Like, it's not going to drop even.
This you go from
0.05.
one gas war into another. That's it. That's all we're going from. It's like a gas war Saturday night, gas war Thursday. Because I know there's 4,000 supply to be minted. You can mint 2 per wallet at 2 ETH. Like, there's so many people just full sending at mint open with like enormous amounts of glay. So expect another gas war. And it's like, does it ever stop?
And the
But
thing
I think that project's actually good. So we'll see what happens.
well,
And then yeah, then Black Paris. I think like Jack said, we've been talking about this every week. I think we'll have to make it a weekly thing, Black Paris. But they might actually be minting this week, and I don't think that one's gonna go well at all. So tune in next week to see if I'm right or wrong. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, and thanks for all your support on the Twitter and the Gen chat. And see you guys next week.
Thanks for watching, fellas.
See ya.